several areas of your life kind of changing. And that the minute that you said that, there is a part of you that's fearful, because then you're like, oh, now I got to be around different people. What if there's always that one person you can't get along. I don't care where you go, there always seems to be one person that gets on your nerves or bugs you.
Yeah.
When that happens, that's great. Instead of getting mad at that person, actually they're mirroring to you something that you need to work on. So ask yourself, why are they bugging me? Why is this pushing my buttons? And once you figure it out, a funny thing will happen. This person will either quit doing it or it won't bother you anymore. Okay. Hi, Miranda. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. All right. I'm just going to scan your energetic field here just a bit. I do like to kind of scan people's chakras and their aura. It just kind of gets to wherever. And the minute I did that, they are kind of dropping me into your heart chakra. We are seeing where there's like a privacy fence around it. You do kind of hold your heart close to you, let's say, and you have a little privacy fence around you to where Irene's funny. Irene's my joy guide, and she's like, people have to, not that they have to jump through hoops to get in close to you, but it takes you quite a while before you trust somebody.
Yes.
And there's a lot of us like that because of things that have happened to you in the past. It's self-preservation, so we get that. But there are some people that can wiggle their way right through there, she says. And yeah, so we see one. This is an individual. I can't tell time a lot of times if it's already happened or if it's getting ready to, but it does feel like there's an individual that is going to come in, and I don't know if this is just going to be a friend or a love relationship, but they just kind of come in and you love it, and all I see is that this person is funny. Are you in a relationship right now?
No.
Okay. Because we do see, like Irene says, somebody kind of sneaks in under the fence, so to speak. And it might be when you're least expecting it. It doesn't mean you got to be out there trying to find someone. And this could just be a really good friendship, too. It does feel like a gentleman. And like I said, it could be a really good friend, or it could be a love relationship. I'm not quite for sure, but all I know is that this person is funny, and you like funny people. And who doesn't, right? So, but they're saying that this is what you need to kind of get you out of your rut, and kind of your spirit team is kind of saying, come on now, let's go, because it feels like you're sitting there trying to figure out what your next move is going to be. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And your spirit team is behind you, almost like they're pushing you, saying, come on, go. Don't wait until you think you've got everything figured out. Because if you do, then you're going to talk yourself out of it. Because your head and your heart have a battle. And you know what you want, but then you second guess yourself and you start doubting yourself. And then the fear comes in, because we're all scared of the unknown. But they're saying just make a jump, because your spirit team is showing me there is a safety net underneath you.
Okay.
So just do it. And if it doesn't work out, then you can tweak it. And it feels like there will be a lot of different things going on at once. I don't know if they're talking about if this is in the career. Are you thinking about doing something different with your job or career?
I actually just looked at what they were offering as new jobs, like still at the same place, but like different areas.
Okay. Because that is something that we see coming in. That's one of the changes, because we see several areas of your life kind of changing. And that the minute that you said that, there is a part of you that's fearful, because then you're like, oh, now I got to be around different people. What if there's always that one person you can't get along. I don't care where you go, there always seems to be one person that gets on your nerves or bugs you.
Yeah.
When that happens, that's great. Instead of getting mad at that person, actually they're mirroring to you something that you need to work on. So ask yourself, why are they bugging me? why is this pushing my buttons? And once you figure it out, a funny thing will happen. This person will either quit doing it or it won't bother you anymore. And that's not only true for in the work arena, that's true for any area of your life. So we do see where you might take this job. It comes in at a pretty high probability, and you will actually like it. Feel like the work might be easier than what you're doing now. And you might even get more money. But the thing that we like the most is that you will get to meet different people. And then different doors of opportunity will open. One thing that your spirit team is cautioning is, of course, the more that you do at your job, the more they're going to expect.
Right.
And then before you know it, you're going to be doing two people's jobs because you're good at that. So Irene says, slow her down, Ricky Racer, when you're in there and do a good job, and make sure that you do everything right. My throat keeps sounding funny. I don't know if but I can always tell when I got somebody coming in from the spirit world because they mess with my throat a little bit. Were you close with the grandmother?
A grandmother?
Mm-hmm. This is an older lady. She comes on the left-hand side, which kind of tells me she might be connected with your father.
My grandma, I have my great-grandma. But I was really close to my dad's side of the family.
Okay. All right. I don't know, but all I know is that she's bringing some sort of a cake to you, like a celebration. I don't know why she's standing over there. She seems to be a slender woman. I don't know. Do you know a woman named Helen? Okay. All right. I don't know why. Normally I don't get names. She's telling me her name's Helen. She's got you a cake and it's a celebration. So I don't know if you've got a birthday coming up or if there's something coming up, an anniversary. She's just bringing you a cake and some sort of a celebration. She doesn't like for people to ever leave her home hungry. So that's all right. We don't have to think about it. It might come to you a little bit later on. Sometimes, when I get messages, and she had diabetes too.
Okay.
So it might be something that'll come to you a little bit later on. All right, Irene, what else do we have here? All right, let's see. Have you been moving around furniture in your home?
I just moved.
Okay. All right. So see, Irene, we're always a day late here, $1 short. Okay. And we like that, a clean slate, and that's what you want.
Yeah.
You want to start out fresh. And we like that, and we see where you got rid of things that don't serve you, and it still feels like there might be some things that you might want to get rid of. Maybe just knickknacks, items of that nature.
We're getting ready for a garage sale.
You what?
We're getting ready for a garage sale.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. I'm so drawn to something wooden in your house. It's like a wooden rocking chair or something made out of wood. Did you get something from a yard sale or something? Do you have a wooden rocking chair? I don't know why I'm so drawn to something wooden.
I do. My grandpa made it.
Okay. Is he here or on the other side?
Here.
Okay.
But I did just get my uncle's, my uncle that just passed away. I got all his stuff, and it's all wooden.
Okay. Because they were even showing me like the wood on a mirror or something. Okay. Yeah. Have you ever saged?
Yeah.
Okay. Because we're feeling a lot of energy coming from these wooden objects.
Okay.
Not that it's negative. I don't know. It just, I always like to get rid of other people's energy in my home because, but yeah, so that's what they're kind of picking up on. Irene's funny. She goes, is some of these items you're going to sell too in the yards? Okay. Because she said, yay, because then you can just make extra money and that's fine. Because it just feels like there's a lot of it. But you will keep some of the certain items, and we like that. But the ones that you keep, we would just sage, just to kind of get rid of it. I don't know if he was sick or sad or something, but it's just it's heavy energy.
Yeah.
So
It's me.
it what?
I said it makes sense to me.
Yeah. So that's kind of what they're showing here. It's funny. One more thing too. Because I had this light kind of shining on me, and they said you would be good on stage. Um, do you have like any kind of? Do you ever do any podcast or anything of that nature?
No.
Okay, and or stand up and talk to people.
No.
Okay, that might be something that spirit's going to push you out and kind of push you out of your little nest.
Okay.
So you might find where there's going to be some opportunities where you're kind of in the spotlight. You may not be on TV, but you might find yourself where you have to give maybe a little presentation or talk to people or train people at some point,
Okay.
to where all eyes are on you. It's so funny every time I say that, you're like, "There's no way I'm doing that." But yeah, so don't be surprised if that kind of comes up.
Okay.
And that's okay, because that will help you to open up your throat chakra and to voice what it is that you want to get across to people. Because when we go back through your timeline, there are so many times when you just kick yourself and wish you would have said something and you didn't. And you just stuff it down and stuff it down. Your spirit team is going to pull all their strings, all of your strings, to try to get you to use your voice, use your words. And you're getting there, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, because they said you're doing much better than what you used to, but
For
they want you to do even better. So when somebody says, "Hey, do you want to do this podcast?" Like, look right here, you're on a podcast. So there you go. So